Hello, beautiful people. I just came to share something with you. First of all, it is February 17th. Today is Chinese New Year, Year of the Fire Horse. And I decided to take a little mental break, like get outside. I was planning to go to Mount Trashmore somewhere, sip by some water, get in nature. It feels good today. It's a nice day. So I'm like, I got my red on, which symbolizes good luck. So I'm like, let me just, get outside. So I come outside to start my car, and my car doesn't start. So I'm like, okay. I noticed that the second time when I hit the unlock button, the lights on the car or something didn't come on. So I'm like, all right, maybe I need a new battery for my key fob. So I call my dad. He like, yeah, the key fob probably just died. You need a new battery. So the type of car I have, I don't have an ignition. It's just a push to start. So if the battery dies, then the car won't start. So I'm like, all right. So I go, my neighbor takes me to the store to get a new key fob battery. I put that junk in and the car still don't start. So it was making this little ticking noise. So for about 15 seconds, my mind went into panic mode, because once upon a time there was a version of me that would give a lot of attention to negative thoughts, oh my God, what if it's the worst possible situation? What if you need a whole new engine? You know what I'm saying? What if something's wrong with the car completely? Oh my God, So I felt myself kind of having those thoughts. I catch it immediately. And I'm like, we're not doing this. I take a second to breathe, because before I would give attention to those thoughts rather than observing them. I would give attention to those thoughts. And then I'm feeling the anxiety, the nervousness in my body. Oh my God, I'm overwhelmed. I'm nervous. I'm just predicting some negative shit that hasn't even happened. And I'm just predicting the worst possible situations. So because I'm more aware now, and I'm tapped in, and I'm on a spiritual journey of awakening, I'm like, we not doing this. You know what I'm saying? I'm going to take a moment to breathe and remind myself that no matter what is going on, everything always works out for me. Even if I can't see it, even if I don't understand what's going on, I know that, one, all situations are temporary, and two, nothing bad really happens to you if everything works out for you, right? So I call my dad. I'm telling him I changed the battery in the key fob. It's still not working. I'm hearing this ticking noise when I get in the car. And now the lights on the inside of the car are not coming on. So he's like, all right, you probably just need to jump. No big deal. So I'm like, you're absolutely right. So now I'm sitting out here waiting on the tow people because my dad's at work. And I really didn't want to ask anybody hey, can you give me a jump? I know how some people are when they you ain't about to drain my battery. So I have insurance, I have towing and that shit up there. So I'll call them and have them come out. I'm home, I'm safe, no problem. I'll have them come out and give me a jump. And let's just say the car doesn't start after the jump. Guess what? I don't care. I don't give a damn, because everything works out for me. So I'm thankful in advance. Maybe it's meant for me to get a new car. You never know. But I'd rather give my attention to positive outcomes rather than negative outcomes. Why? Because when you put positive energy out, no matter what you believe, universe, God, source, whatever, has no choice but to give you back the energy that you're putting out. So if you put out the energy of, oh my God, every time you turn around is something. I don't even have the money for this. This and this. I'm this. I'm just going through it. I'm struggling, this and this and that. You could put that energy out there, and the universe is going to give you that back. Versus, I don't know what's happening, but I'm thankful in advance because I know everything happens for me. Everything works out for me. I can't see it yet, but I know this is happening for my benefit. So I ain't worried about it. No matter what it is, I'm not worried about it. I'm thankful for it in advance. And I'm almost positive I know that these niggas is going to come jump this car and it's going to start. You know what I'm saying? It's all about your energy and what you choose to put out. That's something that you as an individual person can control. Now, believe you me, don't confuse what I'm saying I'm a perfect Patty or I'm just this guru. Absolutely not. Like, we're human beings. We're here to have the human experience. So sometimes you're going to fall into that negative mindset, or that, oh my God, getting overwhelmed, or having doubt, or having fear, or having worry, or like, what I'm saying, what's going on? It's going to happen to all of us. Life is going to happen to all of us. We're all going to have our own situations, our own circumstances, our own challenges that we have to overcome. It's no way around that. But the key is not what happens to you, but how you react to what's happening to you. So if you choose to maintain positivity and know that everything works out, everything is going to work out. Think about every single thing that's happened in your life up until today. Have you not made it through that shit? Have you not overcame it in some way? Did the dots not connect and come full circle around for you in some type of way? I'll give you one example, because I've been through a lot of stuff in my life, okay? That's why I said I'm not perfect at all. I just made the choice to learn from the experiences and the situations that I've had. So, prime example. Hey, Jace. Prime example. 2019, I experienced a fire, okay? Prior to that, I was living in a 2-bedroom townhome. This is the house that caught fire. And it was just me and my youngest son. My twins were with their dad in another state where he was stationed. So I was making a plan, or I was... The last video cut off. But anyway, what I was saying was I was manifesting a 3-bedroom. Like, I want to have a 3-bedroom house before my kids come back. So that when my daughter have her own room, the boys can share a room, no problem. But I want to be in a 3-bedroom. I don't know how it's going to happen. I just kind of like put it out there. I got to start finding a 3-bedroom. I didn't really put a lot of energy into it. I just knew that I was going to have a 3-bedroom some kind of way. February 2019, the 2-bedroom where I was living catches fire. I lose everything in that house aside from one bag of clothes that was in the dryer. Everything else is fried, dyed, and laid to the side. I gotta get rid of it. Furniture, clothes, toys, electronics, everything in that house. And I didn't have insurance because I was like ignorant to insurance at the time. I wasn't knowledgeable. That's what actually made me go into the insurance field. But at the time, I was paying insurance included in my rent. And I was thinking like that covers my personal stuff, but it was really just covering the condo where I was living. It wasn't covering like they called it a condo. It was really a townhouse, but it was like a HOA type of thing. So it was covering the structure. I had no coverage for my personal property, and I was unaware of that. So that first night of the fire, shout out to Red Cross. For people who don't know this, if you experience a fire and you like don't have any insurance or anywhere to go, they'll come out and give you like a gift card, like a Visa card, and it had like I think like $400 or $500 up there. So I used that to get a hotel room and get like a couple things for me and my baby boy, like pajamas and stuff that you need, essentials, toothbrush, toothpaste, all that good shit. So the first night I'm in the hotel, I can't even sleep. I'm up all night. All I could do is cry. And I'm like, all I could just say is help me. Like, God, help me. Like, I don't know where I'm going from here. Just help me, And so, shout out to my dad. Because my dad stayed on top of my property manager. Like, my daughter got 3 kids. Like, what we doing? What house we putting her in now? What's happening from here? So, not even 72 hours later, the property manager calls me. He's like, I found a new property for you. It's a 3-bedroom, and your rent might go up a little bit more, but it's available for you now, if you want it. So I'm like, yeah, of course I want it, because I already said that I needed to have a 3-bedroom. So this fire that took place put me in the exact position to receive this 3-bedroom. And I promise you, I don't even remember or miss anything that I had in that house, because once I moved, I got everything I needed and then some. You know, I had a close friend of mine who started a GoFundMe because she knew I was very prideful at the time, and you know, I didn't allow myself to be vulnerable enough to ask for help. She knew I wasn't going to do that. So she was like, I know you're not going to do it, so I'm going to start you a GoFundMe. And my dad was in a motorcycle club, so some of like the social clubs and stuff that like knew him was donating money and getting me gift cards, all on the strength of my dad. You know, so I was receiving things like bag of clothes and stuff from strangers. You know what I'm saying? Like people like, look, I got a couch if you want it. I got a table if you want it. You know what I'm saying? Just helping me. So I went into this 3-bedroom and didn't miss anything that I had in that 2-bedroom. I received more, and I got the 3-bedroom I wanted before my kids got home. And luckily they weren't there. Nobody was in the house the time of the fire, so it was okay. You know, nobody got hurt or anything. And my kids, it was so long ago, they weren't here. They didn't get a chance to experience anything or were affected by that. They just, you know, hey, we got a 3-bedroom. My daughter got her own room. Everything worked out the way it was supposed to work out. So I'm so thankful that fire happened. I couldn't see it at the time. I'm distraught. You know what I'm saying? That first night in that hotel, I'm like, I just lost everything. And this was my first place that I took time to put curtains up. You know, I used to be hood as hell. I put a sheet up, you know what I'm saying, to cover the goddamn window. This was the first time I took initiative to put paintings on the wall. You know what I'm saying? Put curtains up and shit. I decorated. And to lose all of that, I couldn't see the light at the end of the tunnel. But just because I couldn't see it doesn't mean that there was not a light at the end of the tunnel. So I'm saying that for you to know it's always a light at the end of the tunnel. Everything always works out. No matter how low you may feel, you can only go up. That's the positive. You can only go up from here. You just lost your job. It must be meant for you to get a new job. Fuck that job. No matter if it was because of you or not, it must be meant for you to get a new job. It must be a lesson in something that's for you to grow and elevate to the next level of your life. Everything happens for your benefit. Everything. There's always a light at the end of the tunnel. So just try your best to maintain positivity. Hey, Mr. Carlos. Just try your best to maintain positivity and know that everything works out for you, because it always does. So no matter what happened with this car, they come out and jump this jank and it will start. It must be meant for me to get a new car. I'm not going to worry about nothing. There's no sense to worry about nothing. Put that energy of worrying stuff into positivity and just watch. Just watch what you get back. So that's my message. And I hope you're having an amazing day. And I hope this helps somebody, because I just feel like we all meant to help each other. Like, I ain't perfect. You know what I'm saying? I'm not perfect by far. And I don't believe that we're all meant to be perfect. But we're all connected, and we're meant to help each other. And we all gonna go through shit. Life be lifing for everybody. Life be lifing out here. But it's a beautiful thing. And if you change the way that you look at it and know that everything work out for you, no matter what it is, that everything gonna work out for you. Just trust and just believe. Like, and you're a big dog. You're gonna get through this shit with no problem. You get through everything. You get through everything. What makes this any different? It's not. So I love you, and I have a good day. And you have a good day, and I'm going to have a good day, and it's going to be a great day.